Hey guys, today I'm super excited to talk to you about the new movie Liza Frankenstein, which fittingly comes to theaters on Valentine's Day. This movie is an absolute blast. This movie will not be for everyone. I need to start off by saying that. It definitely will not be for everyone. However, it was for me. I love this movie. I had so much fun right from the very start. I mean, you're like, oh, this is going to be silly. This is going to be, it's very 80s. It takes place in 1989, and boy, do they lean into that. And it's very clear that the entire cast had an absolute blast together making this film. Kathryn Newton is phenomenal. She's so good, as is Cole Sprouse. The two of them together are great. They have incredible chemistry on screen. I mean, Cole doesn't really talk in this movie. The premise is, it's Liza Frankenstein, right? So there's this girl, and a creature gets brought back to life. I think he's literally called the creature, but he's basically someone who died a long time ago, gets brought back to life, and things happen, craziness ensues. But what I will say is he doesn't really talk the entire movie. And so he has to use his body, and he has to use grunts and stuff. And that he just proves what a phenomenal actor he is in this because of the way he really truly pulls that off. It's absolutely incredible. He literally went to mime school to prepare for this. He trained with a mime, and it's very obvious. It's very he's very, very good at his craft. And he's definitely perfected it for this. Now, again, Kathryn Newton is great. She's got so many lines and so much dialogue she has to carry herself because she has Cole there to play off of, but she doesn't have a conversation with him. She's basically having a conversation with herself. So again, she just proves how phenomenal she is and what a great actress she is as well. But we need to talk about Liza, who plays Taffy, who is Lisa's stepsister. She absolutely steals the show. She is hilarious. And listen, like I said, Kathryn and Cole are incredible. They are. But this is Liza's this is like her Hollywood debut. And the girl is killing it. You would never, no pun intended, you would never know that this isn't something she's been doing for years and years and years, like Kathryn and Cole. Like, you would never know that. She's so great. Her comedic timing is perfect. She's hilarious. So many of her lines had me dying, like to the point where I'll say them between my friends that have seen the movie, and we just all start cracking up because it's so hilarious. She's so funny. She's so good. She's perfect. There's a moment towards the end, I don't want to spoil it, but there's a moment towards the end where she really just, her whole body acts, and she's so good. She just literally she puts her whole body into it, and it really, really works. I don't want to give anything away, but I'm telling you that's one of my favorite scenes, and she's great. But she's so good consistently throughout the film. She's so funny. This cast is so perfect. Carla, who plays her mother, and Lisa's stepmother, hilarious. Like, everyone works extremely well. And I'm going to tell you, like I said, this takes place in 1989, and they lean into the 80s. You've got the crimping, you've got certain, styles. I'm telling you, Kathryn's outfits are amazing. Like, let's talk about how incredible she looks. I wish I could pull that stuff off. I feel like she could pull it off now. Some people could pull it off now. I couldn't. It wouldn't work for me. I wish I could. But she just looks, you can tell that things were inspired by 80s films. Absolutely. The looks, the dialogue, everything that's going on here. And it's so much fun, but it is campy. It is ridiculous. The things that happen, there are certain scenes that I was just dying laughing. I've seen it twice now, and I've got to say it holds up the second time. There's sometimes something like this that's very campy and ridiculous. After you've heard the joke, after you've seen what happens, it just doesn't hold up a second time. That's fair. That can happen. You already know what's going to happen, and you're like, man, this wasn't really worth watching a second time. Nope, this one got better. I picked up on more things along the way. It's so ridiculous. It feels to me very Edward Scissorhands. That's kind of like the vibe that Cole gives off. But it's so good. I just love this cast together. And I think that's what makes it work as well. And it's beautiful to look at. Like I said, everything, from the sets in the background, to the costuming, to the hair. And it's funny. It's funny. It's silly, it's campy. I cannot stress enough how campy this movie is, but in a really, really good way. So I definitely recommend checking it out. Again, it hits theaters on Valentine's Day, which I think is absolutely perfect. So be sure to check that out in theaters. And if by the time you got to this review, you've already seen it, let me know what you thought down below in the comments. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you guys can check me out at MamasGeeky.com. Thanks. I'll see you next time.